Okay, we have 5 minutes before start. I understand English, Russian, and just a bit Bulgarian, but not other languages. So please use one of the appropriate ones. Okay, I think that we will speak on English. It's the best variant because IT guys, so somehow we have to understand English because it's international language of IT. That's really good. While we are waiting, it's 5 minutes before start. I would ask you to help me to prepare the session. So to answer some questions, first of all, who of you are familiar with Microsoft Azure? Because this is audience for Hackathon, so I'm not sure that everyone is testing it, and you know that it's mandatory skill, mandatory requirement from Hackathon that you will use Microsoft Azure for developing your products. So please write in the meeting chat, for example, plus if yes, you have used Microsoft Azure, and minus if not. That's really important because I will speak about how you can receive access to it. Oh, I can see that some guys didn't use it. Yes, then it will be useful for you to speak about different types of subscription, how we can start, what is free, trial, not, and so on. That's really. By the way, where are you from? Can you post your city? I'm from Radlov, Bulgaria. That's my city game before we start Almaty. Really, I'm 44 years old, and just a few weeks ago, I was visiting Kazakhstan first time in my life. So I was in Almaty. It's beautiful city. It was very interesting. We were speaking about Microsoft technology, artificial intelligence, and after Almaty, I went to Astana hub. It also was really good. So high skill that you are there, but most part from Uzbekistan. That's cool. More people are joining. That's good. For newcomers, please send meeting chat plus if you have some experience with Azure, and minus if you did not have. That's important for me to understand how careful should I describe the options, how you can get access to it.
Oh,
Thank you for turning on the cam.
great. Artem, how's it going?
That's really good. And it's a pleasure to see you.
Thank you. Thank you. Warisxan is here. Warisxan, are you here, bro?
I'm here, sir.
Great. Azada is here. Yeah, we got a
We're here.
couple of.
Я с узбеками сижу.
Кем?
С узбеками. Они, короче, это конференция.
Yes, it's an online workshop, not conference.
Yeah. Let me explain this kind of workshop. You know, guys, we are organizing the hackathon, and we got any problems in knowledge in the machine learning, right? Therefore, we were going to organize the workshops, master classes that related to machine learning or any kind of OpenAI services in Azure. That's the reason for that. We're gonna help you to getting prepared to produce your product during the hackathon. So we are here. Yep.
For sure.
Cool. Time is here. We'll wait. This is how minutes? Couple of minutes.
If it's okay, let's wait about 5 minutes because
Cool.
Yeah, sure.
Cool. Let's share your experience, Artem. about your professional experience. Already gave, right?
Yeah, but I'm always afraid of sharing my professional experience because people understand that I am really too old. But yes, I'm working with Microsoft technologies more than 20 years. 20 years. 15 years ago, I was leading partner technical specialist group in Microsoft Russia, 50-person in direct reports. Yes, so yes, I'm working a lot, but I'm a rather lucky one that I'm still working with young people, with students, with startups, and everything else. And so I don't feel of my age, but yes, 20 years. So I was starting before virtual machines, before public cloud, and I was looking how Microsoft were adding internet to their products. So yes. Regarding current experience, I'm a Microsoft certified trainer. We are working in our IT company with the most modern technologies, with artificial intelligence. We are participants of some closed Microsoft preview program for the partners. We have a lot of implementations, and I have my dirty hands then day of day working with Microsoft technologies. So I hope that I will be useful judge for this hackathon, and I will be useful participant for this webinar because I can explain how to do it. Yes, I have practical experience with all modern technologies. But let's see. Okay, we are waiting. Maybe you will introduce yourself also, because I think that not everyone know each other. So if someone want to say something, maybe to find teammate for his team and hackathon, you are welcome.
That's good. That's good. Azade,
Yes.
you got any information about our community? Let's share about it to Artem also, about the conference and future conference also, about our team, about the hackathon in 2022, right? Let's share it.
Okay. So MDC Uzbekistan is like Microsoft, mostly based on Microsoft technologies. So we just like opened it in 2023, and we opened it like with a big conference. So it was in December 2nd. And our main partners were digital generation of Uzbekistan and other partners. So our team consists of like MVP holders like Muhammad Karim Tohtabayev and
Back also.
yes. And our experts, like mainly in the hackathon in Sharpist AI 2024, are MVP holders, and mostly like who are based on Microsoft technologies, who like do programs on Microsoft technologies. Yep. And in our last conference, you don't believe me, but there will be like so many conferences in Tashkent. But in our last conference, it was more than like 1,400 like registered participants, and yeah, it's a big number for just like started community. So but we started like as a .NET community like back in 2018 or 2019.
18, I guess.
Yes. And but like we weren't like as officially started like we officially started as Microsoft Developers Community Uzbekistan like from 2023. And right now we are hiring like ambassadors of the universities, and like we are open to welcome you as our like ambassador of the universities, and also like as an expert, as a mentor for our future programs, for our upcoming future programs. And yes, we are here to share the knowledge with you.
That's good. About the hackathon also. Arshaneke, are you here, bro?
Yeah, I'm here. One more edition about the conferences and about the background. So as Azad mentioned, Sharpist is the second. Our hackathon time, more focused to Microsoft technology. had already conference. This metrics more than 1,500 people. It's a huge metric for local market for the first time conference. So soon at the end of this season, we are going to organize one more conference. And before that, we just want to see how our market, how our auditory experience it in Microsoft technologies, especially in technical side, and how can I say, and compare this their knowledge, their level among these countries. So before that, many of hackathons wasn't organized in this kind of global mode. So this is the first hackathon, I think, if I not mistaken, is it?
Yeah, definitely. Yes. For addition, like we can say we were researching some of the hackathons, which was like Moscow 2023, 2024 hackathons.
Там есть еще заново это.
Yeah. So yeah, we researched some more the hackathons, which were for the CIC countries. So there were like around 5,000 people like registered and participated. So after this, we decided like why not to do like our one? So we did it like for the first time for CIC countries. Yeah, there was like hackathons like Saturday weekend and others for Central Asian countries. We decided to make it for CIC countries, like it's it's 9 countries. So our media partners for right now are the Tech from Kazakhstan, IT community of Kazakhstan, and so many communities and like companies are supporting us like as media partners. And Analyst Kyrgyzstan, like BA community Kyrgyzstan, and the venture fund of Tajikistan like supporting us. So we're so glad like we have the people like this, like who really want to improve their how can I say, like the community. And yeah, we're open to have you on board too.
So probably
Yeah.
we're gonna organize this year the conference around the Central Asia, probably, right?
Yes.
With Artem, with Andre, also with all of the judges. Hopefully, that's great. Time to start.
Okay.
Right.
Yep. Let's start. Thank you for coming.
Did you start? Are you recording, Zada?
Yes.
Yes.
The recording has started. Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
Oh my God.
Please turn off microphones if you don't want to ask something. Yes. But we especially give you the option to turn on the microphone because it's the main reason of this meeting, our interaction. Yeah, so if any questions, please type them in chat, ask by voice, or you can contact me by Telegram channel and so on. So as I have understand from pre-workshop questions, not all of you have worked with Microsoft Azure, and it can be an issue because it's mandatory requirement for this hackathon to use this technology. And maybe you will find yourself in the first day of hackathon and you don't understand how you can get Azure subscription. So let me share my screen. Okay.
Got access?
Yes, everything is good. Yes. So I have just 2 slides. That's okay. Then after this, we will go to technical demos. So first slide is just agenda. That's topic to discuss. What is Microsoft Azure? I will ask you why it's reasonable to use Microsoft Azure during hackathons. Why we are using it, and we will look on some interesting options. But before we will go to it, let's start from our beginning, how you can receive access to Microsoft Azure. I have checked the most popular variants, and now I want to discuss it with you so you can find the best option for yourself. Give me a second, I'm not so familiar user of Skype, but I think that I have sent to meeting chat all these links if you want them. So let's return to it. First option, you can just register for trial version. That's pretty easy. So you can have Azure free account, you can just activate it, and you will receive 200 USD in Azure credits. Very common question: can I take this money? No, you cannot. You can just spend them for Azure resources. Azure, it's something like a box, like a store where you have several hundreds of different services. Most part of the services are going pay-as-you-go subscription. So when you are using it, you are paying for it. Sometimes maybe you are paying for data storage, for some compute resource, and so on. This one account, Azure free account, can be used to receive access to all of these options. It's quite okay. After you will spend this 200 USD, you will have some other services for free forever, but for development purpose, we need this one. Only one limitation, you will need to credit card to verify your personality. So to prohibit the numerous multiple trial requests from one person. So you just provide credit card, they just checking it, but they wouldn't bill you. And even when this subscription will stop, you will not receive other checks. So it's not something like after prolongation. Yes, but sometimes this credit card is issued, not everyone have, not everyone want to use. Other option is available for students, and each time on Hackathon we have a lot of students, but students from the government university, which is registered for Microsoft. So Microsoft know that your email address is email address for students. There you have not so much, but 100 USD is quite enough, and you don't have credit cards. This is the advantage. But you need to provide the email from your university. Third option, I'm using it right now. That's really great. Microsoft is supporting startup. If we are speaking, if you have some interesting option, and after developing it, you can easily register this program. Really, I was registered there 5 days ago. It's pretty easy. You don't need to have company or sign some documents, or I don't know, do something strange things. No, nothing. It's pretty easy. They take just about 1-2 days to review your request, but of course you will need some idea. So maybe after Hackathon it will be a good point. There you receive much more options. So more than 2,000 of USD for OpenAI credits, and if you are a good participant for this program, this number can be extended much. So you can build your own solution, validate your ideas, receiving customers using this option, and they have a lot of other options. That's really great. Okay, then if you are not startup, you are working in a big company, but you have your own product which you want to develop and publish on Microsoft Marketplace. Then you can go to Microsoft ISV, the Independent Software Vendors programs. There you will receive also rather big options. I think that again, this will be after Hackathon or something strange is happening, but okay. Give me a second. Trying to copy. Yes, that's one. Yes, also pretty easy. We are using this program for many years, and it's really great option when Microsoft support you, and there you receive not only Microsoft Azure subscription, which is really great, but also a lot of developers which are really valuable. 1, 2, 3. Okay, because it was something strange with the sound. So this is three main options. Other ones, there is subscription for partner. It's paid subscription, but for sometimes it's interesting option. Microsoft Action Pack subscription, you receive all necessary license for 5 your employees. So for your work, it can be very good. Also, you can just buy, if you want Azure pay-as-you-go subscription, you can buy directly from Microsoft with just credit card, debit card, no, bank card, no problem, and so on. Also, there are developer subscription, but I want to warn you that this is for Microsoft 365, not for Azure. So there isn't Azure inside this benefit. But if you want to work with Power Platform, with Microsoft Office, then it's a really great option. And this subscription is automatically renewable. If you are working with it, if you are continue to develop on something, Microsoft renew it without any commitment from your side. And also, if you want to pass Microsoft exams, and if you are staying as certified Microsoft specialist, and if after this you are going to Microsoft certified trainer program, as Microsoft certified trainer program, you also receive a lot of benefits, such as Microsoft Azure. Yes, so many variants. So that's why, and I didn't mention all of them. There are much more, but I mentioned the main one. So I recommend to start with the free trial of 200 USD. It will be quite enough for Hackathon. Check if you have student access. And after Hackathon, use Founders Club or ISV program to extend your solution, because of course the idea of Hackathon not just only win the money, not on just networking, but maybe build something interesting together with. Okay, so I will check the chat. Okay, just a second. Microphone. Yes, of course I can share the presentation, but it's just 2 slides, one with agenda and the other with link. So I think it's not interesting. Yes, you can ask questions anytime. Yes, the webinar is recorded, and I think that we will send recording to all participants. So who want to ask the question before we will go to technical demo?
You can share the screenshot of that, right? It's enough, the one page.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Sorry.
No. Yep.
Can I
Sure.
ask a question? Is there any free subscriptions? Sorry.
Yes, free subscription is the first option, but you have to provide your bank card for your authentication. So it's free, but they use bank card, such as Visa or Mastercard, to verify your identity that you are a real person, not some fake bot account.
Okay.
So first option is really free.
So I have a
Okay.
question. May I have a
Sure.
question? So during the hackathon, can we use all this first section you mentioned? Yeah, as a team, I mean, or we got subscription separately.
It's better when you will use the subscription together as team, and it was one of benefits of Microsoft Azure. Because Microsoft Azure is public cloud, and when we are working on Hackathon, we have to build something very quickly and working together, and not to wait while one developer building something on his local machine and going to other. That's nightmare. So of course it's much better when you have one subscription. You are all connecting together to it, and you can even split the tasks. And this is really important if it's possible. Somebody building front-end solution, somebody building back-end solution, somebody checking the machine learning model, and so on. So previous best variant, one subscription for all your team. Somebody or someone will be owner of the subscription, but he will be able to provide access to other teams members to build the solution together. Good, great question. Will you teach us something, or should we already know? We will teach you just the basic things. So the purpose of my webinar today, not of course provide you 3 months training about managing Azure, it's impossible. But I want to give you an ideas what we can do very fast, so-called low-hanging fruits. You know what is low-hanging fruits? Here's something what you can touch very fast without a special forces. And if you need, there is a comprehensive training program. And it's totally free. It's really good. It's called Microsoft Learn. I will give you also a link. And inside this training program, you can find everything what you need for Hackathon. I'm sharing my screen. Yep, so this is the link. Once again, I will share it. There, you don't have to pay anything. It's a really great training program. It's very comprehensive. There you can find what you need. For example, as AI engineer, and you can look on all collections and find everything what is interesting for you. Or maybe it will be even better just to check the training by special product which you want to use in your building. For example, today we will speak about Azure Machine Learning Studio. Yep, you can just go to Microsoft Learn and find many documentations, and you can filter it. For example, I want to see something with Azure AI search. Yes, and yes, we find the most popular article right now. It's RAG, how you can train your own LLM model with additional information. Yes, so I think this article will be very useful for you. So look at it. It's a really great question. What kind of coding languages can we use? As it seems to me, you can use any Microsoft or any languages, not necessarily Microsoft, but you have to use at least 3 Microsoft products or 2. Somebody from organizers, please correct me if I'm wrong. So, for example, you can use Python to connect to Azure Machine Learning Studio, and that's pretty good. And for example, you can use Azure DevOps to store your code in a repository and build pipelines. Yeah, and we will see some examples today. Okay, it seems to me that no questions right now, but anytime, please ask questions. Let's play. Now, let's imagine that we have the subscription. I will show you on my resource, and you're planning your idea for Hackathon. You want to do something interesting. Let's start from the very beginning, from the portal itself. After registration to Azure, you will see something like this. So you will be in the portal. This is our store, where you can see a lot of different services. And first point for you to start creating resource. And here you can take from the hundreds of popular services, each for particular tasks. You can see examples. Right now, we don't have time for building them from scratch. Let's start from something what I have reviewed. For not so it won't so boring for you. I will go to my subscription with custom avatar to make some demo, which is one of the most interesting and most I don't know, good looking demo with avatars. Okay. Then here we have subscription, and let me go to service. Yes, this is my pre-deployed service inside this subscription. And now inside service, I can go to Speech Studio. Speech Studio, this is the web interface for these services. In the beginning of this webinar, I have asked the question why it's really great to use Azure for Hackathon. And I will answer this question by myself. It's great because you can do almost everything without code, without coding experience, no code experience, just to check your ideas, to build MVP. And later you can extend it with API and to receive enterprise-grade security and scalability. So this is Speech Studio, something what is working with cognitive services, text-to-speech, speech-to-text, and so on. And we are starting just without coding with our options. Here I have custom avatar option. Right now it's in limited preview for some managed partners, but I can show it. You can see that it's uploaded by Microsoft. So Microsoft helps me to train this avatar by themselves. And I can just check this avatar and go to the studio. Everything is pretty easy. Even without connecting with Microsoft, you will have these built-in avatars for preparing some text. You can choose languages, any language which you need. I don't know about Uzbekistan, but yes, it's available. Let's check, it's interesting. And we can choose the language. And so, if someone wants from Avatar to speak Uzbekistan, please write something to the meeting chat on Uzbekistan because I cannot. Yes, I don't know this language.
We'll write it, Artem. Yeah.
Yep. Yes. And
please
when you are
write
writing,
those
just explain what is this. So this is Studio. And I can use the studio to create, for example, my training video or for some news video and so on. So I can play it right now, just put there the information. If I want, I can insert some gestures, for example. You can see it, yes. Breaks, I can switch to SSML. This is a special language for marking the voice. And I can work with it. After this, there is Python option. I can just check the code. It's after generated. And later, I will need just the update variables with my subscription case, which are available here right now. I would not show it right for you, but you can see it there. Just copy. And you can use this Python on your development environment, IDE, just to check this information. But before we are going to programming, we can check it with no-code variant. Okay, where is the chat? Where is the chat? Where is the chat? Not so familiar with Zoom, sorry for this. Okay, I'm trying to find it. No, please type something. Oh, yes, thank you very much.
Are there any options to produce the programming language, the product, without Python?
Repeat, please.
Are there any options to write the code apart from the Python? Programming with sample code.
Yeah, inside Speech Studio, only Python as sample code, but of course you can use other. For other services, sometimes we have C#, we have Java, and other options. But what I'm showing you right now is pretty new, really pretty new. That's why we have only one variant right now.
We love Python.
Can you suggest me? Am I sharing screen sound from my computer right now? What I have to do to share the sound?
Sound?
Yeah, because the avatar will be speaking, and I want you to hear it.
This is your custom avatar, right?
Yes, that's my custom avatar. Yes. So in okay, I will check it.
No voice.
Can you hear it?
No.
Yes. such
Do you
suggestion.
ha- do you have
When I'm
dynamics?
sharing. Hmm?
Do you have other dynamics?
Yeah, sure.
No,
Let's
no, no,
download
no.
it and share the Telegram.
Okay,
group.
okay, yes, that's quite great option. I can download it. Yes, and I hope that I can share it in the chat if you want to check it by
That's
yourself.
news for me.
During the process, I just want to comment in answer to the questions from chat.
Mm-hmm.
Are you hear me?
Sure. Give me just a second. I'm not so multitasking. Yes, I send it. Yep, so questions. Yep, what kind of coding language can we use? Everyone recommend Microsoft supported languages. Depends from the tasks. I wouldn't say that only .NET. Sometimes Python is better for working with Java, for example. And if we are speaking about Power Platform, it can be Power FX or DAX if we are speaking about Power BI. What are you looking at when you evaluate our work? There are criteria, so that good idea, appropriate usage of Microsoft technologies, good realization, quality of code, and so on. So as usual on hackathons. Okay. Answer to this question will be forwarded to the channel. Yes, focused on IA. Thank you. Thank you. I think on Telegram channel. Yes, quite okay. Everything with questions.
Could you
Okay,
please share that video that you generated?
Yes, you can share. I hope that my digital avatar space something good because I don't know Uzbekistan, so I don't know. Maybe he just offered my room, my flat to someone. Now I own a lot of money to someone. I don't know. Yes, but yeah, of course you can share it with this open option. Okay, we were playing with Speech Studio, so your project or hackathon will be with recording of video, with understanding video, or improving the work of call centers, and many other scenarios. It will be quite okay. You can use modern machine learning networks such as Whisper, for example, Azure OpenAI service and everything else. Which other studios are available in Microsoft? We can go to aimicrosoft.com. Of course, with our Azure subscription. Oh, they have changed something. Okay. Oh. Okay, we will start with ML. Checking. Okay, so Speech Studio is pretty easy, simple, sometimes too simple, and everything say that's not serious, something no, not so serious. Yes, data science, we want something hard. And for this option, we have Azure Machine Learning Studio, ML Studio, and I think it will be the main point for you to work on your projects. What is there? There we have service where we can build any multi-model agent LLM morpho, also as predictive analytic, classification, clusterization, and all regular machine learning, and also generative AI available there. First interesting option is model catalog. When you are working with Azure, you don't work only with Microsoft machine learning models or with OpenAI. Almost every models are available there for connection, and you can work with them. So Mistral, this is pretty new French model. Meta, Llama models, and also you can have access to models from NVIDIA, from big community library Hugging Face, and many others. Yeah, so that's first point. If you want something, I suppose that there is it in Azure, and you are just going to Azure Machine Learning Studio and find the model which you need. You can test it right now and use it. Next question, how you do it? It depends from your previous background, from your experience. For example, if you know Jupyter notebooks, they're just integrated there, and you can work with them just inside of this Machine Learning Studio, working with code, you're welcome. Just try, test, work with it. If you are data scientist, but you don't want to work with Python or programming language, there is automated ML, which can do regular machine learning tasks such as regression, time series analysis, without writing code, or just answering the question, just speaking with it, and so on. It's so-called automated ML, and then it will take a lot of different machine learning models, use them one by one, and give you the best result. So you can just ask something, but you don't have to be programmer, and also you don't have to be data engineer, data scientist to understand what's happening. If you are looking for visual low-code experience, you can go to designer section, and in designer you can build your machine learning tasks, such as cleaning the data, making some analysis, and so on. There are many examples, including image classifications, regression models, and so on. But I want to focus your attention on prompt flow. Prompt flow is special tool built for working with large language models, because generative AI now is very top of priority, very interesting for everyone, and that's why a lot of questions is going. Prompt flow allows you to make more comprehensive task, not just question and answer, but you take input from your front end, and based on this input, you're running some tasks. Oh, I can see that someone is drawing. Yep, that's not part of Azure, but I appreciate your I don't know, creativity. Yes, refresh my screen. Yes, and in prompt flow we are building such tasks as, for example, classification. Let me introduce this task. For example, you are building chatbot for, I don't know, IVR company for which are speaking with their customers. No way that you will build. Oh, not so good. Okay, give me a second. Yes, so if you want to build some flow which can give you right answers each time. For example, if you are build, can you see my screen right now? Is it okay? Yeah, it's good. Yeah, so that's prompt flow.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. So when you are starting to work with flow, you can just go to take one of the built-in variants. But again, we have not so much time, so I will show you the flow which I have prepared before. Flow make analytics on the website. So we provide to this flow a link, and it's using large language model to understand which site is it. So which area of the site to classify by other options. So this task take different actions inside this task. So first of all, we are taking input. I will show you later how you can take this input. It's string, and for example, the string is address of our website, and we want to classify it, which site is it. And each, by some reason, it worked not so fast today. It's really strange. I think it's the first time. I don't know it's Zoom or something else, but okay. And then we can use a different approach, such as programmatical approach, for example. Stretch. Yes, and for example, add Python. So I can take input, then I can add some Python code. For example, this code going to this website and add some information. Then receive this information from the website. You can see a lot of web pages. I can use large language model, and here I'm connecting to it to summarize this text, just to understand what I got from it. Also, I can use Python to prepare some examples, yes, to for my model. So it's for few shot working with LLM. And then we can use also LLM model to classify this task. So I will receive information from the website. I will somehow train my model to make classification. And after this answer, I will convert it to dictionary. So it will be answered in the format which we need. Okay, so it's pretty easy. I can run it right there, so I can just using automatic runtime, so I can use a virtual machine or container to run this option, and I can evaluate it. Also, there is an option to this output, so the result of this task, it says that it's academic website, totally. Also, I can check logs, what was happening. I can use a batch run. So, for example, if I want to test a lot of work, then I can run it by the special data set. So, for example, if I want to check not one link, but I want to do it with some data set, then I can use batch runs. I can show you as an example. Maybe it's will be better now. Yes, and we can see the examples if we are using data set with different websites. All of them will be provisioned, and we can use hundreds or thousands of requests, for example, to evaluate our LLM model to understand is it working good or not. And of course, we can see logs, and we have see metrics, and we have option to improve the quality of our model to understand where we are spending time, what can be better, and so on. Okay. It was difficult demo just because something was happening with my browser. It's rather difficult, but I think that you have kind of got the main idea. So if you want machine learning, if you want different AI models, if you want to build some comprehensive script, please go to Azure Machine Learning Studio. It's easy, and yes, you can build something from scratch, even for Hackathon, because there are a lot of options for no-code experience. Okay. Now
Very good opportunities.
Repeat, please.
Very good opportunities.
Yeah, thank you. I can see questions.
If you don't mind, let's ask questions.
Yeah, sure.
Anyone?
Questions?
Any questions? First question, let's ask about, do you understand in English?
Repeat, please.
No, not my question. My question to the auditory listeners. Do they understand in English this speech?
Actually, yeah, it's
Yes.
required. We got another option. Bro.
Yeah, just to mark. Okay, Mustafa. Okay, good.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
Is it possible to use ready-made databases or AIs during a hackathon?
Yeah,
Yep,
you may.
you can. Why not?
So
But
we
also,
can use any ready-made, yes?
yeah, you
Just
can.
I want to mark. During the hackathon, you cannot use already ready products or ready projects. During the hackathon, we will provide task which you should follow and have finished during 3 days.
Thank you.
Welcome. Any questions?
Yes,
Go on.
can I ask a question, please? You said that you would give some task that we would be required to solve for 3 days. And my question is the project that we are going to be making the same for everyone? I mean, the topic of the project, the same for everyone, or
Yeah,
we will have
for
our
everyone.
own, the same for everyone?
Yeah.
I see. It means each team will work on the same project, but
Yes.
like you will produce different. Thank you.
Guys, if you got this kind of question, we will organize another meeting about the rules of the hackathon. Could you please give the question if you have this kind of related to the topic, right? This is about the machine learning
Any
studio.
more questions?
We'll provide we'll provide the kind of information about the rules, about the criteria of the hackathon after 3 days till the hackathon, and we'll create a Padlet to create your team and other credentials there. Let's talk about the machine learning studio and about the related questions of that.
Good. Just returning to overview. So Azure ML Studio is something when you want to be big project, but if you are starting, maybe it will be better for you just to start with something simple. And this is last product which I want to show for you today. Once again, share screen. Hope that everything will be okay. This is Azure AI Studio. Azure Machine Learning Studio is with us for 5 years, and Azure AI Studio in preview, so it's not good for production environment, but for hackathon it can be rather good variant. There we have similar options, everything regarding model database, model catalog, using Azure OpenAI. But Azure AI Studio created by default, so it can check every Microsoft Studios together. So, for example, I was starting with Azure Speech Studio, where we built Avatar. Then we were going to Azure Machine Learning Studio. All of these studios, including Vision Studio, Custom Translator, Content Safety Studio, are combined together in Azure AI Studio, and there are many options how you can use these solutions together. So if you are starting to looking for something comprehensive, especially if you are planning to use different Azure services together, for example, voice with video, to building some bot who are speaking with them, maybe Azure AI Studio will be the better start for you. Okay, and the last but not least, regardless of building with Azure ML Studio or Speech Studio or with Azure AI Studio with different services, you need somehow connect this backend with your front-end solution. How is it done? There is option to create compute instance. So this is like a virtual machine, for example, where you can choose what you need and just launch it. And everything will be made it in the background for you automatically. So it can take machine learning model, build API, and everything else. You wouldn't think about this. You will just use an open protocol API to connect to it. There is the consumption. Microsoft doesn't take money for LLM itself. Doesn't take money for Azure Machine Learning Studio, sorry. For LLM, it provides monies to OpenAI. So if you are using OpenAI resources, yes, you will pay, of course. But when we are speaking about compute instance, this is virtual machine. A virtual machine costs money because it's electricity, because it's some hardware and so on. So choose smart. Different machines cost different money, and it's a really good point to configure turn off this virtual machine after you finish to work with it. Yeah, so most part of Azure costs is just virtual machines and this compute. So my intent to you when you were working, stop work, then turn on this compute instance, or even better, delete it. And if you will be very careful and work with these resources very carefully, then this free 200 USD for testing will be quite enough for all hackathon. So the main idea just don't forget to turn off the virtual machines. Okay, that was the main points what I want to show. Let's me check the questions. Azure AI Search. Yep, Azamat, please.
Is it possible to connect the AI that we'll create in the Azure Studio to the site or application?
Yep, sure. So if you want, you can use, for example, Microsoft Copilot Studio. If then you would not have to build anything. Microsoft Copilot Studio, its former name Microsoft Power Virtual Agent, for building a bot. And it will build a website with all bot experience. You can speak with it and connect it to Azure without anything. And there is trial version for 90 days. So yes, if you want just free quick, then Copilot Studio. And then of course you can run some script on your front end on your website, for example, Java, to connect with API to those options. That's also available. So many variants. It's REST API architecture, so you can connect as you want. Copilot Studio, I think, is one of the fastest variants. Okay.
And the AI will teach yourself in the Azure Studio, yes? As I understand.
Repeat, please.
AI that will create in Azure Studio will teach yourself.
We can use AI search. We can use Azure OpenAI Studio. Let me show it for you. And you can teach large language model, for example, with your own data. This process is called RAG. Also, you can fine-tune it with skills, but it's much more comprehensive. We will not speak about it right now. So, if you want to teach your own model.
Yeah, just a hint, who attend this workshop, hint for the hackathon. This below mentioned information is useful for you for further works in hackathon. Just focus.
Okay. So first of all, I have to create a resource, and this resource will be Azure OpenAI. Yep. Here you are. We are going to create. I will check the subscription. I will need the subscription. We will create a resource group, something like a folder which contains these resources. I have to check region. It's really important because not all OpenAI models are available for each regions. For example, if you want to work with Turbo Vision and something else, maybe it will be better to choose Western Europe or East US. Please check the documentation. Then we will name our resource. It's not so important, and check the pricing tier. For OpenAI, it's only one pricing tier, so it's okay. And then we will create the resource. I wouldn't create a resource right now. I will use one of the previous resources. Give me a second. I think that I have something. Looking. Sorry. Not recent. Okay. Yes, that's great resource. And I can go to Azure OpenAI Studio, one more resource and one more studio where we can work with this. It's loading. I'm sorry, maybe right now it's difficult for you, especially if you didn't work with artificial intelligence before, but don't try to forget to remember each task. It's just an overview, the idea of this option. I have shared with you Microsoft Learn, and there you will have detailed step-by-step guidance how you can do this. Yeah, now we are in Azure AI Studio. There we can work especially with OpenAI service and OpenAI models. For example, there is a chat, there is playground right there, and you can speak with your model if you want to check it before you will go to the big model, to big implementation. So you can choose different models. You can choose parameters, and that's really important to improve the quality of answers. And also you can add your data, and there you can add your data source, for example, from Azure AI Search or from other options, but best variant is Azure AI Search. And then you can add option, but you will need to create Azure AI Search before running this demo also. Okay, and after this option, it will use LLM model to search on your data with AI. So, for example, you can make information about your company, about some technical internal documents, and so on. And so LLM will be able to answer the questions not only from the internet, which are built in, but on your own data. So that's the option how you can do it. And here you can play also with DALL-E if you want. And also there you can make your own deployments if you want. So you can create deployment. This is something like compute instance, so you can connect to it directly if you need. But in real world, usually I'm not working with OpenAI directly. I'm working it from the Azure Machine Learning Studio. So I prefer to use Azure Machine Learning Studio and connect to Azure OpenAI Studio as backend. Okay, I hope that I will give you a main guidance where you can study it. I don't see more questions in the meeting chat, but if you have questions, you can turn on your Microsoft.
May I have a question?
Sure.
If we decide to build computer vision models, what kind of option we can use?
You can use old machine models from Microsoft, computer vision and so on, but I wouldn't recommend. Really, they're not so great as GPT Turbo Vision. So the best way for right now, when we are speaking about common model, is to use Azure OpenAI with GPT-4 Turbo Vision model included. Then you can just send the picture from your with API request, yes, and it will be classified and the information will be instructed. So if you want to work with pictures right now, please use OpenAI service with GPT-4 Turbo Vision model. And if you want to you are planning to use it, then a really great hint, please make your Azure subscription right now, because you will need to request the access to GPT-4, and sometimes it takes 1 or 2 business days for Microsoft to provide it. So the best option, and that's my recommendation for all of you, you don't know which project you will do. Yes, but you can prepare, so you can make subscription, work with Azure OpenAI, just to understand what's happening, look some instructions on Microsoft Learn, and the main point, request all necessary resources from Microsoft. So, okay, time is running out. I was answering questions, skipping from the one topic to other, a lot of technical demos, but we are right in the time. I can answer questions, but to take your time if it's needed.
Let's see in the chat. There is last 2 questions. It's preferable.
Oh, yes. Sorry. Azure AI Search has scheduled processing for indexers. Do we have something like that for ML Studio to retrain the model automatically? Yes. Yes, great. LLM Ops is working with Azure ML Studio much better than Azure AI Search. First of all, don't think that they are different things. Azure ML Studio is something like built under the Azure AI Search. So Azure ML Studio using Azure AI Search for RAG, for everything else. But in AI Search, yes, you can do it by schedule, once an hour, once a day, and so on. But do we need it? Or maybe we need it often. Azure ML Studio can run tests, batch tests, and to understand, is your model capable right now? And if not, then run this task to retrain the model with Azure AI Search or to contact administrator and say that something is not good. So if we are speaking about LLM ops, this is like a DevOps, but for machine learning. Your variant is Azure Machine Learning Studio because there are much more than just regular update of the machine models. Can I get Azure Student Pass if I'm school student? Not for schools, only for for universities, only for higher ed, and not for all higher ed. So Microsoft have to know about your universities, that's government university, and so on. So quick answer, just go there, type in your email, maybe you will be lucky, but really you need something from student.
Just buy it, and if you win in the hackathon, you can pay.
You have a lot of money to pay for
To
it.
meet who is student.
You will use one of the other options, ISV, Founders Club, and so many resources from Microsoft to start the work that you don't have to pay for Azure. Okay.
It's gonna be a motivational situation for you. Try to do it. Thank you.
Or you
Great.
Another hint is to find a university student for his team.
Why not? Yes, that's very great.
That is why you need teams.
But there is one but. If you want GPT-4 model for student pass, it seems to me that they don't give it. So there isn't any official rule about this. But by my experience, each student which tried to request GPT-4 for free student pass never received. Yes, so just be aware about this. So, but I don't know. Maybe something changed. Maybe you will be lucky. Many things can be done because AI is very fast development area. Okay, guys, everyone, thank you. I'm really proud of you. Thank you for coming. Thank you for questions, and even more looking at futures. Thank you for participating in Hackathon. That's really great option. We are playing in Hackathon with our adult team group. Everyone, we almost won one big AI hackathon lead by Microsoft in February. So hackathons is something which are with you for all your life. This is lifelong learning, and the best way to study something new is to participate in hackathon. So each team, each participant will be the winners because it's not about prize. It's about real practice and to understanding the cutting edge technologies which are really new. Thank you.
Yeah. Artem, thank you. We really appreciate with your mentoring session till hackathon. And guys, we will make a video and upload to the YouTube till the hackathon. You can see also again a recorded video, and you will learn it till hackathon. Thank you for everyone to participate it, to be here. Azada, do you got anything?
Thank you, Artem, for being with us and for telling everything about Microsoft technologies and about your videos too. So they're great. Yeah, we shared it with our participants, and the recorded video will be sent to the channel.
I've shared already that your generated video to the Telegram channel.
Good.
That's good. Good impression that we have. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Bye.
Take care.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you.
Goodbye. We'll be waiting all of you in
Artem.
our Sharpist AI Hackathon 2024.
Okay.
See you.
Goodbye.
Good luck, guys.